Hello everyone, welcome to this video on working with the Bold BI user interface. In this video, I will describe how to utilize the user interface of Bold BI. This overview will help you to understand the UI elements, narrow your focus to the preferred modules, and save time. Once you've registered on the Bold BI site, you will be redirected to the homepage of Bold BI. If you want to know how to register with Bold BI, check out our video, Getting Started with Bold BI. The link to this video is mentioned in the description below. The Bold BI application layout is commonly split into two sections, the navigation bar and the detail view. The navigation bar is positioned to your left, covering 1/10 of the page with elements to navigate across the modules such as dashboards, data sources, slideshows, schedules, site settings, users and groups, notifications, help, and my account settings. The detail view covers the remaining portion of the page. Its content changes based on the module chosen in the navigation bar. The navigation bar has a Create New icon that opens to a sliding panel with the following options. Start from scratch, to create a new dashboard on your own. Start from template, to create a new dashboard from the built-in dashboard templates. Support, to create a support request for your queries. Data sources, to create data sources from more than 80 connectors available in Bold BI. Schedule, to create schedules for your dashboards to monitor data. And Slideshow, to create slideshows from your dashboards. Let's review each of these modules in detail. To open the dashboard, select Dashboards in the navigation bar. Looking at the page and its elements, you'll notice the page itself is split into two sections, the Splicer panel and the Listing panel. The Splicer panel has three options for filtering dashboards in the Listing panel. All is used to list all the dashboards on the page, and it remains selected by default. Drafts is used to list dashboards that have not been published yet. Categories holds a list of categories, in which clicking each will filter the dashboards under that category in the Listing panel, and each category has its own settings. Sharing permissions set the permissions for the selected category so that it can be shared with the other users. Update updates the name of the selected category and description. And delete removes the selected category. The Listing panel itself splits into two sections horizontally. At the top, the slicer item name selected in the slicer panel will display with the count of the dashboards under it. The Filter dropdown filters dashboards in the Listing panel based on the following predefined views: Favorites, Public, Owned by Me, and Shared with Me. The Sort dropdown sorts dashboards in the Listing panel in ascending or descending order by dashboard name or by those that were recently updated. The bottom section consists of a list of dashboards that were either created through the Start from Scratch and Start from Template options or imported from sample dashboards through the Help option. Dashboard listings show name, category, created user, last modified date, a share icon to share a dashboard with other users, and a meatball menu to open a drop-down list of actions like edit, make public, get link, views, and more for each of the dashboards. Click the same menu to close the drop-down list. Click a dashboard to open it in a new browser tab. The dashboard itself consists of the title bar and a visualization pane. The title bar holds space for displaying the dashboard title and action icons, allowing you to display dashboard descriptions, mark or unmark a dashboard as a favorite, navigate to the All Dashboards view, edit a dashboard by opening the Dashboard Designer, share a dashboard, comment on a dashboard, display save views from the dashboard, enable or disable full screen view, refresh dashboard data, get URLs for a current view of the dashboard, export to PDF, Excel, or an image, view filters currently applied to the dashboard, and display dashboard information such as category, created date, created by, last modified date, last modified by, and more. The visibility of the comment and export options can be controlled at the Dashboard Designer level. The Edit and Share dashboard options are visible only if the logged-in user has right permission for the dashboard. The visualization pane holds widgets arranged in a grid layout with rows and columns. Each widget itself has a title bar and visualization area. The title bar holds space for displaying the widget title, and the action icon allows you to display widget descriptions, comment on a widget, maximize a widget view, and export to PDF, image, Excel, and CSV formats. The visualization area renders the widget. Let's review the Dashboard Designer user interface. The Dashboard Designer is used to create a new dashboard or edit an existing one. It consists of a toolbar, toolbox, editor pane, and navigation panel. You'll find the toolbar at the top of the editor. It consists of space to enter the dashboard's title, icons to perform clipboard operations such as cut, copy, paste, delete, undo, and redo, items to configure dashboard filters and refresh settings, information on the status of saving a draft, preview and publish buttons, and a meatball menu showing data storage consumption. The toolbar consists of widgets for preparing dashboards. Currently, 29 widgets are supported. At the top of the toolbox, there's a search box through which you can filter the widgets by tapping the full or partial name of the widget or widget category. The editor pane lies at the center of the page as a grid with 6 rows and 12 columns. The widgets from the toolbox can be dragged to this editor and resized to span one or more cells across one or more rows and columns. The dashboard will be saved with the widgets in the order they are placed. Focusing on a widget will reflect the corresponding properties and data configuration in the navigation panel at the right. The navigation panel exists to the right of the editor. It consists of the Data Sources pane and the Properties pane. The Data Sources pane consists of a list of added data sources. Select Create New to navigate to the list of supported data connections. Selecting each connection will bring you to a configuration section in the same pane. Upon connecting to the data source, you will be redirected to a data source editor page to define the table schema and other transformation operations. When saved, the created data source will be listed in this pane. You can add more than one data source, and each of these can have a different connection. You can also find existing data sources that were created by you or shared with you to be reused. The Properties pane consists of the properties and assigned data sections under different tabs. This pane shows information related to the widget or dashboard that is being focused on in the editor pane. The Data Sources page displays a list of data sources that were added independently or as a part of creating a dashboard. The grid shows the name, description, owner, last modified date, and data refresh status of each data source. At the right, there is a kebab menu that controls actions such as creating a dashboard with a specific data source, editing a data source by opening it in the dashboard editor, sharing permissions, viewing version history, and deleting a data source. At the top of the page, there is a Create Data Source option, which, as the name implies, creates a data source, and there's a My Connections option, which is used to navigate to the connected accounts. This page holds a list of accounts that have been granted access to analyze data. Let's look at the Data Source Designer user interface. The Data Source Designer opens when you create a new data source or edit an existing one. It consists of a toolbar, table explorer, table design pane, and preview grid. The toolbar sits at the top of the editor, and it consists of space to enter a title and description for a data source, icons that execute queries in the code view, open the join editor, open the expression editor, and open the data filter editor, a toggle button to switch between code view and design view, an edit connection button to launch the edit connection dialog, and save and exit, continue to dashboard, and cancel buttons. The continue to dashboard button won't be available if the data source was created or edited from a dashboard. Also, the save and exit button will just be a save button in this case. The Table Explorer shows the list of tables selected from the connected source. At the bottom, you will find the Shared Tables pane in a collapsed state. It holds data sources that were created with the extract type connections in your server, data sources that were uploaded to it, or data sources that were shared with you by others. The Share Tables pane will be visible only for the extract type connections. This is because two tables of different data sources can be joined only if both were extract type connections created with the same credentials or different credentials. Tables can be dragged from any of these panes and dropped in the Table Design pane. The data transformation operations include handling column visibility, column renaming, column type conversion, filtering data based on criteria, and updating table joining conditions. The Table Design pane will be replaced with the Code Editor when switching to Code View. For direct connections, respective native queries can be executed directly. For extract type connections, corresponding Azure SQL database queries can be executed. For more details about direct mode and extract mode connection types, refer to the link in the description below this video. The result will be displayed in the preview grid at the bottom. A slideshow is a connection of dashboards that transition one after another at equal intervals of time. The Slideshows page displays a list of slideshows in a grid with details about name, owner, and created date. To the right, there's a kebab menu with action-oriented items that can be used to open, edit, delete, get a link to share, and share permissions for a slideshow. From the Create Slideshow option available at the top, a slideshow can be created. The Schedules page holds a list of schedules for reports that will be distributed by email once certain criteria have been met. The grid shows the name of the schedule, the dashboard to which that schedule is configured, the last run time, the next scheduled run, the owner of the schedule, and its status. To its right, there is a kebab menu that holds action-oriented items such as Run Now, Disable, Edit, and Delete. From the Create Schedule option available at the top, a schedule can be created. The Settings page maintains site-level settings for certain entities, like dashboards, the user directory, notifications, support settings, the subscription, and payments. This page is accessible to system administrators only. In Site Settings, all general settings applicable to the site can be handled, such as locale settings and enterprise features, including custom branding and domain, data alerts, data refresh, and third-party logins. In Dashboard Settings, you can specify whether a dashboard in the site can be made accessible to the public during publishing. The user directory holds details about the user management module. This site is linked to connect user directories. Here, you can reconfigure to a different user management module. Also, the synchronization schedule between the user management module and users and groups can be defined. This feature is available as a part of the enterprise features. In notifications, the notification setting can be customized. In support settings, you can manage the support team's access to your resources. In subscription, you can manage your subscription, change your plan, and cancel your subscription for Bold BI. And in payments, you can manage the payment details of your subscription. The User and Groups page displays users and groups from the User Management module. It is accessible to system administrators only. Here, you can add a new user or import users from CSV, Azure AD, Azure Database, or you can add a new group or import one from Azure AD. Above the listing, there's a search box to filter users by keyword. The grid shows the user's name, email address, status, email verification, and a list of actions containing permission management, views of user details, and the ability to delete a user. Select the notification icon to open the sliding panel and view your system notifications from the activities and your accessible items. Select the Help icon to find options to access online documentation, get the Bold BI mobile app, contact us, and view the privacy policy and terms of use documents. Select the user avatar to view your profile, create incidents, view incidents, and log out from your session. In our next video, we will explore in detail about connecting to SQL data source in Bold BI. Post your comments below with any questions that you might have about Bold BI interface or additional features that you wish to be available in Bold BI. Thank you for watching.